That is the interesting thing, though. Like, 100% about role-playing versus... Who is this? Message for the commander. A knight in simple armor lowers his voice. I'm the queen's bodyguard. She sent me to tell you she's arrived at Camp Incognito as planned. You can find her where the minor orders are camped. Come if you wish to speak with her. Tell Her Majesty I'll visit her when time permits. Certainly. Yeah, when time permits, because I'm not going to go talk to her just to talk to her. Are you kidding me? Abby's not going to do that. Anyways, what I was saying is, why does the queen always manage to interrupt me like that? Always. Hey, little one. They say you can do magic. An old silver-haired fighter sizes Ember up skeptically, apparently baffled to find such a young girl in the middle of a war. He's cradling his wounded arm, which has been hastily bandaged. Can you heal me?
Yes.
Of course. Ember whispers a spell and touches the bloody bandages. Thank you. That's so much better. The soldier rips off the blood-caked rags and strokes the healthy skin underneath them. How old are you? You're only a child. I have a granddaughter at home just like you. Oh, the little girl. How did you end up here? What are you doing here in the thick of it with us? Ember gives him a lighthearted smile. I'm just like you. I came to the thick so that the thick wouldn't come to other kids, like your granddaughter. Well, I'll be so little and more courage than some officers. The old man runs his rough hand over his hair, and she smiles at him again. The crow on her shoulder rubs its head on his hand like a cat. Talking to you takes a load off my mind. I reckon it's not just my arm you've healed. And the soldier leaves, shaking his head pensively. Ember waves happily and then turns around and notices you. Hi! It's weird. Most of the soldiers are very religious, but they look at you and me, two atheists, as if we're saints. Is it really so unusual? These good people are scared. They want someone to take care of them, someone to turn to the gods, others to their comrades. And still others rely on those who can impress them with big speeches or magic tricks. The truth is, they all just want to be little again, with their mom and dad holding them tight and shielding them from harm. Everyone wants that. It's a pity it can't happen. But you know, it's surprising. So many soldiers come to me. They say I bring them comfort, that I give them strength. I don't do anything like that at all. I only talk to them nicely. I'm just a feather-brained little girl. What if something I say is wrong? Maybe I should keep quiet, but I can tell that my words make them feel better. I guess I'm confused. I love Ember's perspective on this. Like, she's right in a lot of ways when she says that a lot of them just, they want somebody to hold them and shield them from this. And given what they're doing, given how scary the world wound is, given how scary and big this all is, and what this crusade actually means, you can see it. A lot of them being scared and just needing somebody to tell them it's all right. And Ember provides a level of comfort in a different way in her innocence, I guess I want to say, and that she gives them something to fight for, I think, in a lot of ways. Because I think sometimes it's harder when you're stuck in the muck like this to find a reason, to find the why of it. You know in your heart of hearts that this is the right thing to do, but finding that reason to just hold on to, and I think Ember provides that for a lot of them, especially if they're super jaded and have been at this for a while. I wouldn't second guess yourself. You're helping all of us, soldiers, the companions, and me. Your words really help people, but not everyone deserves help. No, and don't waste your powers on the unworthy. Like, that's subjective too. Like, who am I to, or who is Abby to say who is and isn't worthy of Ember's time? Only Ember can decide that. So I think that this first one is the best. You think so? I think I'm just wandering around saying silly things. She taps a scarred finger on her cheek and then breaks into a smile. All right, it must be true if you say so. And I think we as the commander provide Ember with some of the same comforts that she provides to other people, if that makes sense. What was I going to say that? We were oh my gosh, it's so easy to get sidetracked in this game, and I love that. We were talking though about like decisions and everything in the game, and like how when you're role playing, you definitely will make different decisions than you would otherwise. Like if you're not necessarily role playing your character, you're just playing the game. You play a game differently than you role play a game, which is why I like role playing games so much, because it gives me an excuse to actually play the game as opposed to, like I said, like role, you know what I mean? Like the difference between the two. So That's why we went with that option with the whole land thing. And we'll see what happens. Probably nothing good. It's probably gonna bite me in the butt, but Abby can deal with that. That's all on Abs. Okay. Deal. Perfect. I don't think there's anything I want from him right now. Like, I think we're good. Thank you. Hey, Woljeff. Want to talk? Can you show me what you can get with your Thiefling connections? He actually does get a lot of good stuff. He has holy water. Interesting. Robe of inevitability. Veteran's armor. I don't actually think I've ever really bought something from him, which is interesting. Okay, but this is good to know, though, what he sells and what he doesn't. Thanks, Woljeff! Okay, we gotta go talk to Sela. There's Grandma Gretlin. Sela should be over here. There she is. Sela looks sad and pensive. It's good to see you. Get this. Jana, the one who ran away when we were attacked by demons, never went back to her unit. She was seen running towards Numeria. Looks like she deserted. Anyways, that's not what I want to talk about. Or not the only thing. Since our raid on the Houndhearts camp, I've had the sinking feeling that I made a mistake, dragging you into this. I mean, I should have known that a raid all along the edge of the world wound wouldn't be so easy. But mostly, I was wrong a lot about a lot of people. About Jana, who lost her nerve and abandoned her friends. About Curl, I knew he was a thief, but I really thought he'd turned over a new leaf and deserved a little compassion and trust. And Alon, I thought we were kindred spirits. Friends, through thick and thin, but it looks like I was wrong about him too. This one's an interesting thing. So the first option is don't lose your trust in people. So what if you make a few mistakes? It's no reason to give up on your ideals. Somebody has to show people that there's a better path. You've definitely made a lot of mistakes. You can't go blind trust, especially when it comes to people who've slipped up in the past. Or your ideals were a mistake from the start. Maybe now you'll see that people are weak and... No, sorry. So the evil one, nah, 100% no. I wish that there was like an in the middle between the good and the lawful. Like, she shouldn't lose her trust in people, but at the same time, she should be more cautious about that trust. Because I don't think it's fair to say, especially when it comes to people who've slipped up in the past, like Curl, that's unfair because there are people that have made mistakes and then they've learned from them and grown from them. So I feel like the lawful is just ignoring all of those people, and there are a lot of people like that out there. But then again, the good is almost too good. You know what I mean? Like, so what if you've made a few mistakes? It's fine. And so it doesn't give Sela anything to reflect on. I really don't like either, but I'm going to go with the good option just because I do like that it's no reason to give up on your ideals. You have to show people that there's a better path. And I like the second part. It's the first part that... Thank you, my friend. I needed that support. Thanks for listening to my grumbling and for helping me get to the bottom of this. I'm not going to leave things as they stand. If I get the chance, I'll track down Jana and see if I can talk some sense into her and find out why Curl did what he did. I can't stop thinking about what Alon told me. I really have become more powerful than the paladins who are afraid, far more experienced and selfless than me. There's something not right about it. A servant of Iomade should gain their powers through dedicated personal effort. It's the only way to make sure they'll use the power for good. Our journey so far, it's all wrong. And it means I need to be 3 times as hard on myself now. See, and I think that end that she had to that isn't a bad one. Where, yeah, I mean, you gained your powers in a way that others could never dream of. Which means you do need to be more careful. You need to be a little bit harder on yourself and a little bit more self-aware of what's going on. Isn't Social around here painting? Did I lose him? Where is Social? Is that... No. Did I never... I thought he was like over here. Because I feel like... Is he in the tent? Possibly. Oh. Okay. Oh. I don't think I've ever ransacked this place before. I always feel weird doing it. Has been sanctified. Okay. Cool. Okay. So no social there. Shouldn't it be... Can he not technically be a companion yet? I thought he was near all of this. There's Hawkblade. This is my tent. I thought Social was around here. Hold on. Let's just do another run. I probably like, I thought it was like right here. For some reason. Is he right here? Did I F up because I didn't talk to him? Okay, so he's not there. Maybe he's inside the field medic tent? Well, isn't that interesting? There he is. I found him. Good afternoon, Commander. Thank you for finding the time to speak with me. The dark-skinned man with a friendly smile looks you right in the eye. He's clean-shaven and his clothing and equipment are impeccable, from his shiny boots to his ironed collar. So what do you want to talk about? I have a personal request. While we're still in the vicinity of Conversing, I'd like to visit the martyr Zachariah Cemetery nearby. I want to attend the funeral of my friend from the Temple of Shellen who died defending the city. And if that isn't too much to ask, I'd like you to accompany me when I honor their memory. Their friends and relatives will be there. Who knows? Perhaps the commander's own presence will be a small consolation for them. I know that you're burdened by a great many cares right now, so I understand if you can't find the time, but if you could, I would be sincerely grateful. Okay. So we'll do that. The elf before you casually rests his bandaged arm on the weapon at his side. He bows his head with dignity. I congratulate you on your new rank, Commander. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Forn Autumn Hayes, and I've come to Mendev from Kionin. I'm at your service. So who's your quarry here in Mendev? I was hunting a fugitive, a desperate by the name of Kalessa. It pains me to admit that there are heinous malefactors such as her among my noble kind. I managed to catch up to her in Conversing, and I wounded her, and then the demons appeared and the city was engulfed by flames. I was injured in the battle that ensued and couldn't free her soul from its service to her dark master. I hope things will turn out differently next time. He purses his lips. There's no need for pity. Our ancient kind is blessed with great longevity. We gain a deeper understanding of the world than other races, and we learn our lessons better than anyone. That goes for learning from our mistakes as well. I survived, which means I'll be more prepared when we meet again. I don't know if I want to help him yet, to be honest. I kind of know a little bit about that quest. And I know we've already seen like another part of it, so I'm kind of curious if that's what I want to do. Also, I don't have, whoops, oh no, mouse, stop. There's one thing I do want to do. I want to see if I can get away with it now. Okay. Is Nura home? Yes, Nura is. Okay. Knight Commander, how can I help? There is much I can do. Just ask. Nura looks at you with eyes filled with enthusiasm. She's holding a notebook and a traveler's inkwell. You probably heard about the wound I have, the one that sometimes opens on my chest. Can you perhaps tell me if there's some kind of demonic curse? Yes, indeed. I've been told of your affliction. Can you will the wound open? No? That's a shame. So what can you tell me about it? It's difficult to say. I know of blades that leave never healing cuts, of poisons that stop wounds from healing. I've heard of witches' curses that are rewarded with eternal wounds. But wounds that seem to reopen and heal over and over... Do you know of other cases? Let's see. In 4671, a Mendevian army corporal had all of his bones and cartilage turned to... hold on. In 4700, a scribe in Conversing had all her skin simply come away like she had been boiled. And in 4638... Oh! You don't happen to have an insect crawling all over you. Locusts? No? Rats, perhaps? Too bad. Do you think it's dangerous? It most likely is dangerous, yes. But you're under the protection of Iomade, Commander. She granted you mythic powers, as they say. Surely the Inheritor would not leave you to face this alone. Have you perhaps noticed that the wound opens at moments when you waver in your faith? Perhaps it's triggered by doubt. Frowning, she looks at you with sincere concern. Thank you for your answers. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you anything useful. I'll be sure to study this matter and consult a few of my encyclopedias. I think I'm here at the wrong time for what I want to do. I know that there's a point where I'm going to search through her chest. I think that might be later. After, like, the big event. Let's see. There you are. Let's get this over with. Rip it off like a band-aid. Queen Galfrey nods at you cordially. Her armor is plain and unadorned. As promised, I entered the ranks incognito along with a few bodyguards. I've introduced myself as Katrain, an old friend of yours. I am a knight of minor order, the Green Crows. We shall see how long it takes Anevia to sniff me out. Why did you entrust me with Darren? She smiles. I saw such a wonderful opportunity to teach the Count a lesson and couldn't resist. Honestly, I expected you to dismiss him forthwith. The Count would have been forced to return to court a laughing stock. It would have been a truly sobering experience. There's nothing more disgraceful for a Mendevian noble than to be discharged like that. Darren Arenday, she shakes her head. He was such a lovely child. His mother, Lady Selena, was one of the most gracious people I've ever met. She was amiable yet decorous and truly kind. Bonds of kinship among the nobility are on the whole highly practical and only useful for forming alliances. But Countess Arenday managed to become a true member of my family. And I suppose that is why I spent so much time believing her son to be a better person than he actually was. His company is a heavy burden. Still, I must admit that I'm quite pleased that you decided to keep him on as a companion. There's a small chance that once he has a true taste of the crusade life, the Count will finally cease to mock the crusade as cynically as he is wont to do. I think that that's so unfair. I don't know if this is stemming from my dislike of the Queen or of my love for Darren. Maybe both. Maybe this is like a culmination and it's all like just... But the fact that she said, I believed him to be a better person than he actually is, like, he's actually a really good person. And if she took 2 seconds to pull her head out of her backside, she'd probably see that there's something much, much, much more at play here than his personality. Or like that is, like there's a reason for him being him. His company isn't actually a heavy burden. It's quite the opposite. Your company is the heavy burden. I gotta go. No, I won't forget. I won't forget. Trust me. We don't forget. Abby never forgets anything. When I say Abby never forgets anything, I mean it. Is everybody well rested right now? Yes. Okay. So now I think we're at the point where we're probably going to go get some more stuff done out in the world. Let's see what's on this map. Business. Hello. It's an honor. Yes. Nice to meet you all. Good day. Fabulous. Welcome. Okay, so yeah, so now all of this is opened up. So this is where we're gonna find Regil. That's a whole other thing. And we can basically keep going up and up and up. Now there will be a point, I believe, when it forces us into other things, but I do want to make sure, to the best of our ability, we are ready to go and do other things. I am gonna move you here. I'm gonna go to this. Is it literally just you, my dude? Let's just... Oh, no. Oh, goodness, no. We don't need that many. Okay. Now, exit. And you... Go find friends. These friends. Let's go here. I don't really need this because of the mod. I just feel better. I don't know why. Let's recruit a new general. I am just picking at random. It doesn't really matter for me. Oh no, wait. There was a thing back here? Wait, what? Hold on. I have this thing. I can't be the only person that feels this way about the map though. Where it's like, if you see some... Oh, I guess we can't fill that in. Oh, that's Social's quest. Okay. So like, see here, this line? I have to fill it in. Like, it's bothering me. Nah, you need an extra day. That's fine. Okay, I feel better now. Like, I'm such a weirdo and I know it. But like, it's literally been bugging me since last time I recorded. Okay. So basically, it looks like... Can you not... Oh, close. You. Can you not go any further? Oh, wait, you can. Perfect. This leper smile. I remember that. That's like a whole thing. So I think what the plan is, though, I don't want to do Leper Smile just yet. Underground Hideout, Hollow Tree. Is it Hollow Tree that I'm thinking of? Maybe. I think the place for my cloak is somewhere around here. I don't think it's revealed itself on the map yet. So we're going to have to wait for that. But I think what we'll want to do is... I might do the Conundrum Unsolved and then backtrack to Social. And then after we handle the whole Social thing, we'll like come back up, deal with Regil. Now, I do know with Nenio's quest, I haven't fully done it, actually. I think I've only ever done like the first part of it. And then on stream, I just didn't do it at all. Yet we were going to spend like a whole stream doing it, which will probably be as of recording this sometime this week. And I do know it's very long, and I do know that it can get frustrating at times. So I'll report back after I do it and let you know what we're doing. But I'm not touching it on this playthrough until I know exactly what I'm getting into. More than likely, I'm going to do it. The Nameless Ruins part isn't that bad if I remember correctly. And it actually gives you a little bit of Nenio lore, which is really cool. It's the other part of it. After that I'm like, oof, on. But my best guess is I want to do this, and this before we do Leper Smile. Mainly so that way, like, this whole bottom part of the map is just done and dealt with and everything. And I do think that that's probably for the best as far as just efficiency goes. So I'm not sure where this is going to land in an episode, whether this is going to start a new episode or what, but plans have changed. I know the last time you saw me, we were on the map and we had big plans, but so I started researching the Winter Witch build and I decided it was time to blow up Abby's build again. Is this the second time we've done that, I think? Yeah, so it's time. Whoops. But so I've actually recorded this once and then I on stream went through and made Mari into a Winter Witch using the build and actually fully understanding what I was doing. So I am just going to re-record all of this just to let you know, so because now it's going to make so much more sense. But first, let's go talk to Hiller. Hiller nods approvingly. You earned the title of commander. Canabra still stands thanks to you, but you'll have to double your guard, or doubly on your guard. Your enemies place a target on your back, and there are assassins about. Killing a high-ranking crusader would bring a demon far more prestige than killing a common soldier. Not long ago, I stymied a few of the Spinner of Nightmares attempts on the lives of influential crusaders. I know what I'm talking about. Who was the elf talking to you? She didn't introduce herself, but she was greatly interested in the volunteers that had joined the army. She thought I might know the elf she was looking for from my mercenary contacts. But I couldn't tell you any more than that. She never shared a name. I would like to train. Okay. So first of all, as we're kind of getting into this, a couple things. One, I do know that the way I'm going to go about getting Kian isn't optimal because he's only going to technically get one level plus the prestige, or not prestige, but like the companion boom, and then he'll get the mythic. And that's really only gonna up him like 3, maybe a few more levels after that, but that's okay. He's more there for story purposes. Typically in a Let's Play, for instance, I don't show you guys this stuff for like the immersive one, so I just have certain elements there to help tell the story, and I've always seen Abby as like this crazy dragon lady. So that's why we're gonna put 1 point into Kian, but let's first and go to which I'm going to start with this. So the build that I was reading suggested the Leyline Guardian. One of the reasons was for the casting spontaneously for the caster type. So I tried this on stream. I actually really enjoyed this build. I'm doing most of this from memory at this point, but we ended up respecking like 4 times. Please don't ask. There was a lot. If you were there on stream and you sat through all that with me, whew, thank you. I appreciate you. It was a lot. But I'm going to go with dual heritage to gain the 2 racial bonus on will saving throws and elven magic. I think I'm going to go with lecturer So I can use intelligence instead of charisma for persuasion checks because I'm going to be putting a lot of points into intelligence because that's the build. And then this was 8, 16. I can't believe I'm remembering this. I think this is like 18 to start. This is 12. Okay. Because I think that this is a different... I'm trying to think. Charisma is persuasion and check to... But if I... I could put one more point into strength or I could put one more into constitution. Honestly, I'm going to put it into constitution because that just seems smart. We need this for the Winter Witch. So then we're going to go with this, persuasion and magical devices. And then in some cases, if I get 5 points to put in at any given time, I'm going to buff up lore and like nature lore. We're going to take point blank shot to start as the first. And then obviously you have to take winter so we can eventually get to the Winter Witch. And for spells, we're going to take Snowball to start, and I'm going to take Cure Light Wounds because this is me we're talking about. We're going to need all the health and help we can get. I'm going to get Kian through the Druid path, so we have to go Chaotic Neutral, which is what Abby's been this whole time. And we're using my favorite mod, which is like this one, like it bumps the picture so you can actually see. I think this mod is such a necessity. It really and truly does, like change how you build a character. It's pretty cool. Let's go with that. And then eye color, her eyes are darker in the picture. We're gonna use this as an opportunity to make sure Abby looks right. Perfect. And then clothes, we're gonna go, I think 9 is my favorite like dark color for all this, which is perfect. No tattoos and no war paint.
A mere flesh wound.
And no voice. And we're gonna still Abby. Abby still doesn't have a dedicated birthday. Please don't ask. That sounds great. Okay, so now we're very low on levels. The next one should be Sork. And then the next one should be like, so I think the way I'm personally going to do this is Cross-Blooded is next. So this was the other one that was suggested to take. And that was for the bloodlines. And I'll show you why in a minute. So we'll take this. And then we're going to take to start the water bloodline, because whenever you cast a spell that deals energy damage, you can change the type of damage to match the type of your bloodline. This also changes the spell's type to match the type. So it'll basically turn everything into ice. So everything that we do attack-wise will be like cold-based, which fits into the Winter Witch build. And then spell focus, we're going to start with conjuration. I think that that's what I want to start with as far as like the boost goes, mainly because that's what the snowball spell is conjuration. And I want to make sure that's buffed early on because that's going to be a good one to have. And then we're going to go with the white draconic bloodline, which also actually really fits in well with Abby's whole crazy dragon lady, where if she has some draconic bloodline in her, it really like helps the RPing in that. And then the nice part is whenever you cast a spell with cold, that spell deals +1 damage per die roll. So now we're going to also be doing more damage with cold spells. So bonus. And then I think I can get Snowball again. I'm going to take that again for a second round of it because you can't have enough. Now this is where things might get weird. And I am going to go with Druid. Well, no, not Druid. We want Draconic Druid, so that way we can get Kian back, because he's missing. Oh, I need my little friend back. He's really not that little, though. And we're going to go with a Boon Companion, so that way he gets leveled. He was that. Perfect. And Kian should be here in a minute. Then we're going to go with this, and we're going to keep then going with the Leyline Guardian up until we unlock Winter Witch. So really not that bad. I'm going to get intelligence to 20, and then I'm going to put another point or two into Dex and just kind of keep buffing both of them as we go through to be safe. Now watching that build, and I will link it in the description of this vid, and if I forget to, somebody please tell me and I'll be happy to do it. But the interesting thing was they explained hexes, so I actually think I understand the hexes a little bit better. So we're going to go first with Evil Eye. And then the next time we get a Hex, we're going to get Cackle, because Cackle will keep the Hex up longer, which is really nice. And it's a freebie. So we can just basically do it. You cackle madly as a move action. So we can basically just do it and it won't like hurt anything else, which is fantastic. So I'll take that. And I think I have 2 more levels that I can take. We'll take these again. And then I think at this point, you can take pretty much whatever you like. I don't know if I'm necessarily worried about a particular order. I think I want though. Oops. I really like that we can like manually search for stuff. Okay. There's just too many things with the word spell in it. There we go. Spell penetration. I just want to get that early on because I did notice a huge difference with and without it. So if I do Burning Hands, it'll actually convert it. It'll be colder now. So that's something I am. Yeah, let's do that. And then I think we got 1 more rank left. Or 1 more level up. Perfect. And then this, and this. So at this point, we should be fine to get Winter Witch now. As far as the Arcana goes. But it's now just getting to level 3 spells. So we're almost there. We'll get Cackle this time. Then let's get Glitter Dust. And the one thing I didn't really understand Glitter Dust, but it was brought up that was it Glitter Dust? Maybe. Or maybe I'm remembering the wrong spell. Glitter Dust was supposed to be a good one to take though. So I think I'm going to take it. Might have been a different one now that I'm thinking about it. So maybe to be safe, I'll probably check out the build again before I like fully level, obviously. So maybe I'll take, I could take Molten Orb, but I feel like Glitter Dust was one of them. Oh, that's what it was, because it's not affected by target spell resistance. That's why it was a good one to take. Okay, perfect. Yes. To have it, not a bad thing. Now, Mythic rank. This, I think they were doing a different build, possibly like a Lich build. I don't think they took a bit of fun. I'm personally going to take a bit of fun. And then I'm also going to take... Oh, I could take Abundant Casting now. However, there's also to take for Kian Mythical Beast, which then unlocks Mythical Drake. And I actually haven't looked at that. It'd probably just be quicker if I just typed in Drake. Sorry. Mythical Drake. So if your Drake has a greater breath weapon, it gains access to the Mythic variant. It also deals no damage to allies. Oh, that's really nice. If your Drake has a Jack and Claw ability equal to its level -5 along with limited. Okay, cool. So we'll end up probably taking that at some point too. But I think we're going to do Abundant Casting to start. And that's it. Abby is re-leveled.